Jesus Christ. It's insane. And now just wait. This is my favorite time. Like all the software is doing the work for me. Please don't miss out, because I am really tired of repeating myself to all my friends. So this video is for all of my friends who have ever asked me what editing tools that you've ever used. This is the editing tool. This is the only editing tool I will use for at least to the foreseeable future that I can see myself using editing tools by myself. Okay, let's get straight into it. Forget every other video editing tools that you've ever used. Final Cut Pro, Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, whatsoever. Let me just tell you one thing. Do you know this app called CapCut? And do you know who owns CapCut? It's ByteDance. Do you know what else ByteDance owns? It's TikTok. So if you're watching my channel, I suspect you're not a professional video editor. You're possibly like myself, trying to figure out everything on the fly, trying to use the simplest form of video editing tool to capture the best memory in life. So you can also build up your personal digital library of the best memories. This is why I want to introduce you to CapCut, because CapCut is designed for people to edit a video the easiest way possible. ByteDance owns TikTok. What matters to TikTok is more people put on videos on TikTok, right? It's almost every 2 weeks they have a new update. Let's take you behind the scenes today, just to show you how I use CapCut. Oh, and before I start, I wanted to tell you the myth a lot of people have about CapCut. One is they only think that it's on your phone. This is on my phone. But it also has a desktop version for your laptop. This whole video is going to be edited using CapCut on my laptop. I'm also going to share a link of my CapCut, so I think you'll get 7 days for free. I believe it will save you hours of time, at least 5 hours. I'm gonna show you all the tricks and all the fastest workflow that I have adopted in the past 4 or 5 years. At the beginning, I used DaVinci Resolve, the free version. It's such a steep learning curve and it's difficult to use as someone who's just like casually editing stuff. I haven't used DaVinci Resolve for a while, so I cannot judge or comment on whether now it's still very steep learning curve, but this day I switched to CapCut, it has changed my life. Are you ready to go with me? Let's get started. First step, you wanted to go to Google. Google CapCut desktop version. You can go to this, download for free. It teaches you how to use, click here in 2 steps. Now we already downloaded it. Before I open my CapCut desktop version, I just wanted to quickly show you my CapCut web version. So I have this on my CapCut web version. I have the Pro plan. The time I joined CapCut Pro, it's much cheaper. I think at the end of 2023, they're doing some kind of Black Friday sale and stuff like that. It's only £70 a year. And now because a lot of the other stuff included, so it's become £200 a year. I know Final Cut Pro, it's a one-time fee of $250. I'm not gonna change as of now, but maybe at some point I would consider. But honestly, 200 a year, if you just divide it by the cups of flat white that you consume, it's only 50. It's less than a month of latte. You have this money to try out. I'll give you the link. You just get a free 7 days. Give it a try. You can do image, you can do a video. Actually, you can also replace Canva with this. I'm still using Canva. I think it's just a habit. If you go to the CapCut.com, space, and this is where my Pro plan included. It has all my editing. So I have 1 TB of upgraded storage. So it comes with the Pro plan. I've used some other stuff. Like one of the video editors I used to trial with asked me to use this other platform. That platform itself, a year is $100-something. So I don't know whether Final Cut Pro presents this, but I'm just using this as of now. I have 1 TB and 3 gigabytes of upgraded storage, which I believe it's from one of my recommendations and link to share with my friends. So this is where I have everything here. Usually when I work with someone, I will add them to my base, and then you can go to the templates. I don't know whether you have seen this. You must have seen all of these before, right? It's not that difficult. They have all of these intros, outros. If you use the template, it will go to a different page. You can replace this with your own image. Let's say if I already have the image here, just randomly, I'll just add an image here, add another image here. It's so easy to use. Like, see? That's it. And then you just need to, here you also have the text, you just change the channel. If you don't want this, you can easily just leave it blank. Subscribe, channel name, Lydia's channel, boom. That's it. It takes what? 30 seconds to do this. Everyone is like, oh, I need to hire a video editor to create a fancy cut. It's all there, it's all free. And then you can rename it like, I would say, demo file edit. This is just one of the many functions you can use. You have the recent draft is here. Then you can go back and edit this again. This is a new function, the AI asset help. I haven't used it yet. And then you can do share reschedule. I also have never used this yet. And then you have magic tools. These are all new. I've been using long video to shorts for a while now. I usually do it on my CapCut desktop version. All of these links to video, oh my God. Jesus Christ. It's insane. The world is your oyster, right? Just go to the website, use my link, and try it out, whichever that works for you. I honestly, if you have any editing tips, just leave a comment down below. I would love to learn. I would love to learn everything that you can tell us. And all of my creator friends, I believe they wanted to know as well. So, okay, enough about the web page. We are now going to dive into the desktop version. So let's say I create a project. You have all of these panels here. Let's add a video to this. So I'm just gonna add everything. And then if you select all, I am going to put everything here. And then it's already here. And just take a look if there's anything that doesn't make sense. All of these stuff, it makes sense. One thing I want to mention is some of the shortcuts is very useful. Usually most of the shortcuts is just here. You have the A, is select, B, is split, select left words, select right words. I don't usually use either one of them. If you want to have more knowledge about what kind of shortcuts that can help you, you can also go here. Now you have all the shortcuts. Honestly, I don't use any of those. I don't use that much. I use the split, which is this. I use, I don't know what is split all actually. I use the select mode, which is A. The split mode is B. Shuttle left and right. This I use a lot. Delete to the left was Q. Delete right is W. And then I use group function, which is not necessary for today's video. At some point, if we're going to do like a multi-track video, how I edit my Riverside edits or how I edit multi-site, we can talk about this in another video. But today is really about 101, how you can actually edit, use all of the functions in CapCut so you can save you hours of time. Like, I'm not kidding, hours of time. I use J and K, which is to shuttle left, K is just to stop, L is JKL, L is to shuttle right. And then you can also do your shortcut, different sets of shortcuts. For me, it's completely not necessary because I am only using my laptop to do all of these. I don't have like a fancy multi-screen setup like a lot of people do, but I think it's enough. That's why I'm highly recommend CapCut, honestly. Don't even think, right? I'm going to invite you to use my link so you get 7 days for free. I get also 7 days for free, but honestly, I'm already on the pro plan. Maybe it's just extend a month for me. That would be nice. And yeah, so let's get to it. Once you have imported all the footage that you have, if you hit space, it's just gonna keep playing. And then you hit L. L is going to do 2 times of the speed. And then you hit another L, is 4 times of the speed. Another L is like 8 times of the speed. And then you hit K, it stops. You can also do shuttle backwards, which is J. So JKL, remember JKL, JKL. Usually I do, this is a voice over. I don't do this enough. But usually I turn all of these on, it's just easier. This is a very helpful function. If you don't turn this on, then let's say I cut it. The cut is Command plus B. Let's say I cut it, and then I don't use Command. I use only once Command plus B. Command B, and then I just use Q is to delete everything from the beginning, from the point that you chose it to the beginning, and W is to delete everything from you choose it to the end. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. If I have this on though, then whenever I delete something, it's gonna snap it right away for me. See, it's very easy. So this is just to demonstrate. I don't know all of the other functions. I don't really know what it is actually, but I just leave them on. It's gonna be easy enough later when I add. If I add something like a sticker, emoji. These emojis are really cute, right? Like you can even search emoji. Let's say I search funny. It shows up funny. And then it will add it to this. And then automatically it's going to actually link with this footage. You can also do the animation. So you can bounce in and then out, fade out. And then loop is something in between. So whatever here, you can choose the speed. It can be very slow. I actually like this emoji. So basically what happens is this emoji is going to link to this point. Let's say if we delete something, we're going to delete from this point to this point. This point is still going to connect with the point that you originally added, so which is extremely helpful. I remember back in the days when I was using DaVinci Resolve, it's not as easy as this. So here, see, it's already snapped. It's like basically magnetic connected to the point that you do. Okay, so this is just like a quick demo of a few shortcuts and stuff. Usually what I do when I imported a video, I usually watch the A roll several times. So this is like a live edit. This is the editing that I actually need to do this weekend because I already know what's going on. For example, this is apparently not necessary. The ratio of this is just not the ratio that I want for a YouTube video, right? So I'm just going to delete it. Then I have this one, I'm also going to delete it. It's not necessary. I have some. These are all the raw cuts, like everything that happened in time sequence. Usually in time sequence is good enough. So what I will do is now I am going to show you a secret weapon from CapCut is this. So you can edit your video based on your transcription, which is super helpful. There are two tools I use a lot. One is the transcribe tools. It's actually not as good as the caption function, because the caption function will actually list out all the ums and ahs and remove all the white space, which we can show you in a minute. And the key thing is you need to be somewhere that the internet is very fast with this transcribing. So by the time we're talking, it's already almost done. I'm just gonna drink some water now. I'm so tired. I've been talking for the entire day. 85%. Honestly, I think editing video shouldn't be a myth. It's all very user-friendly. The thing is, you need to find something that's easy to use. Okay, cool. Now it's already here, right? All of this, even the blank space, it's already cut out. You can either manually delete it, you can overdub, and this thing is, I think now is still not free for the free version. Usually what I do is it's automatically remove the filler words. So now before I remove, I have 18 minutes of footage, right? After I remove it, we can see the magic there. Boom, it's 12 minutes of footage. This in and of itself, I believe it will save you an hour of time. In the past, when I was using DaVinci Resolve, do you know how much time I spent just to remove the filler words? Now we run the risk because the filler words, it depends on whether your English, like whether the language that you speak is your mother tongue. For example, English is not my mother tongue, and sometimes if I'm in a very crowded place, this might not be that accurate, but most of the time it's fine. And you can always like this, if it's not good, then we can always go back and forth like this. Cool. Now, there's no filler words already. You can also show deleted text, and then you can generate caption in one click. What's this? This is a new function. Generate captions. Never mind. Usually I do this, then the captions are already here. Let me show you another function. So after you cut out all the blank space, what we're going to do is I will go to text, auto captions. Then you can generate English. You can also, if you're doing a dual language channel, you can also generate a different different language, I will generate another caption. Remember to delete current captions, otherwise you will end up with like a whole lot of captions, and then it's going to generate captions for you. And this time you can also take a break, you know, like drink some water, think about your next video, message your friends, all those stuff. Check your emails, or go to another, you can go to another web page. And now just wait. This is my favorite time. Like all the software is doing the work for me. If you do this, it's also going to identify filler words. I actually like this function better because this function, I think, is more accurate. And this one is slightly slower than the previous function. And yeah, now it's done. You see, everything that they originally created on the top is already gone. And here you can also choose to remove filler words or highlight keywords, identify filler words here. I think now we are fine because we've already removed a lot of filler words, and depends on what kind of video you're doing. For example, this one, even if it's just an empty space, I don't think I should remove it. Like for example, this, what is this? This is completely not necessary. Then I'm just gonna delete it, right? But it could be useful. I can also go back and see what is here before and after this clip, because this clip, the guy is actually showing me not the film, but actually the little material that he's trying to demonstrate. So actually, so then this one, the CapCut didn't do a good job because I'm not trying to see the film. So I'm just gonna do using W, which is to cut to the end. So I'm not trying to see the film. And whenever my mouse is, you see the yellow line, then I'm just gonna delete here. What you can also do is highlight keywords. You can do auto highlight. The auto highlight is automatically highlighting for you. I think it did a reasonable good job. Let's say here is that we're next generation biodegradable. So biodegradable is like a keyword here, right? So it's not too bad. You can also easily add it to your keywords. And now, I don't know what kind of video you're trying to produce. I have seen a lot of videos with the caption on. Usually it's when you're trying to demonstrate like a more complicated concept. For example, this video is actually a more complicated concept. So I am going to leave the caption for now and see whether it makes sense to leave it to the end. The other thing I want to say is usually you can actually easily choose the template for your words. Here, the caption here. There's so many different templates on CapCut, it's insane. And it's automatically applied to all. What does that mean? So you just only need to choose it once. And there's hundreds, I'm not kidding, like every single type of language is the appropriate one. Like here you have Koreans, Japanese, English. Let's say if I choose this, then it's become like this. You see? It's cool. It's so easy to use. Like, don't be blindsided by some people showing you, like, some of the video editors I've seen. They'll be like, oh, I've created a short for you. And then they just change one button on CapCut. I'm gonna show you the secret. If you want to be fancy, here are all the template for caption. The benefit of using template for caption is it show up as you speak. So it actually matches with how you speak. Let's use some fancy one. For example, this. It's a Christmas one. For example, I think this is not good for the, right? So then you just choose another one. We actually just want something that's like simple and easy to see, like a one-liner. I think you can also search one-liner. Yeah, it's it can also show up here. Template, caption. Caption is the one. Sometimes I spend too much time just to choose the caption, which is completely unnecessary. Just choose whatever. Honestly, it's not that important. Choose a simple one that it show up one by one. Okay, let's just choose this one. This is just a sample, right? And then what you can also do is once you choose this, you can change the font. I like the Depends on what kind of vibe you're giving. I like the simple ones, classic, or even system is fine. The system one is also fine, like this one. Anyways, let's just choose the open sans. If you like some certain font, you can also highlight it as your favorite trend. For example, you can, if we do this, right? It's too fancy. And you can do this. This is maybe more useful at the beginning of the video. You can also just to change the font size. Ooh, it can be big, small. Remember, once it changes everything. So just do 8. You can do case sensitive. It can be all cap, using one click, all small. If you don't mess around this, it's gonna be, it's just gonna be the natural ones. So just don't mess around with this. And you see here, we have a lot of shadow. This is a lot of shadow, so I don't want this shadow. There's a lot of preset style here. Normally, I like this one or this one. It's good enough, you see. It's not that intrusive, but it's also fine. You can even do this if you want to have like a very clear, and this is like a transparent one. It's also nice. And then you can choose your opacity, everything here. You can basically just play around with it. You'll find the best way that you can do it. You can add shadow, you can add glow. It's all up to you. This is the scale. I just need to change the font to 8. Okay, I think it's a good day. And usually, I like this because then I don't need to listen to the voice all the time because it hurts my ear. So I can just edit it based on the caption, and it's much faster. You see here, because we've changed the font, right? So then the highlights has also changed. You can also change the style of your highlight here. We can change it to this. It can be bigger than the font or smaller than the font. You can do some fancy stuff like this. A lot of the variations you can do. Depends on what you like. Let's just go back to the basic. Now we have the raw cut. We have the raw cut done in 10 minutes. And this is actually takes most of the time the video editor. Because they don't know you, right? They don't know how you're going to script it, whether you're going to like the flow. And if you're going to give comments, I've tried it so many times. It's just, no matter how you do it, it's so difficult. And I gave up on that. I'm just gonna upload the raw cut. I'm gonna send this to a video editor maybe later to see how he can help me. If you wanted to go one step further, then we actually need to sit down and see the raw. But this is a pretty straightforward flow because it's on my podcast. It's just a day. I went to the Innovation Zero event. You can see I'm already showing people how it looks like in the conference. And then I interviewed this founder. This founder showed me about their technology. And after the main body, if there's anything that stood out to me, then I will cut a little bit. Let's say if I like this part, I will Control C, Control V, then it will go to all the beginning. I put everything that I like to the beginning. So then that becomes the hook of the whole video. You can do an intro here if you don't have one. Just simply go to template. There are so many of them. Hello, right? All of these fancy stuff. It's not that fancy. If you wanted to be fancy and start from scratch, it's up to you. Like honestly, if you really want to start from the scratch, it's all up to you. But there's no reason why you couldn't use all of these. I think I'm gonna do one, just a simple one, just for the sake of show you how it looks like. I'll search technology, video template. This one might work. This one is too long, it's 13 seconds, I don't want this. I want a simple one. Sometimes it might not have the best one. Let's try this, right? Welcome. These are fast enough, and then it gives you need to replace this. I just drop everything, like as the beginning of my video. I drop everything here, my selfies. You just show the vibe, you know, like you don't need to do all the edit yourself. Honestly, there's no need to do that, okay? You can choose a segment and replace this, okay? And then we have this And we have this done already. Let me show you. Right? And then now what you need to do is you go to this template. You can change the, let's say, special season 4. Okay, let's see how it looks like. You see? It's done. It's done in 2 minutes. You don't need those fancy editing tools. I think today I am going to show you this much because my laptop is about to explode while I'm using everything all together. It's really simple and easy and user-friendly. Don't miss out this tool. Everyone has a different way to use whatever editing tools they have. You have a set of editing presets. What I usually do is I drag everything in. I watch the A-roll. I cut the unnecessary part of the A-roll that's already taken care of by CapCut just in 1 minute. And then I'll rewatch it again. I pick out the best part to put it on the hook. I add my opening, and I also will add my ending of the video. And then the next bit is I will add some B-roll. We'll talk about it next time. But today, it's just a video, I tell you. Please don't miss out CapCut editing tool, because I am really tired of repeating myself to all my friends. So this video is for all of my friends who have ever asked me what editing tools that you've ever used. This is the editing tool. This is the only editing tool I will use for at least to the foreseeable future that I can see myself using editing tools by myself. And this is all my secrets. At some point, I wanted to build a course. If you are interested in learning how to do editing to represent yourself, I'll put a wait list down below. You can register your interest, and at some point, we're gonna do a course. So if you don't know me, I'm Lydia. I'm an ex-investment banker turned entrepreneur and also a content creator. In this channel, I share a lot about how I use different tools to upgrade my efficiency and productivity because I'm a solopreneur as of now. I use this channel to record the best memories in life. So then I remind myself to be intentional, to be grateful, and to enjoy every day. I will see you in the next video. Bye.